Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Tomahawk Valley on the campus of Madison Central High School. For the second straight week, it's the lights of Thursday night as Madison Central begins their quest for a deep playoff run as they host the Bulldogs from Paul Laurence Dunbar in Lexington. I'm Michael Watkins along with John Clark. Our coverage on WBON TV is always presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair. With a variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. In all of Richmond, KY, there isn't a friendlier, more knowledgeable staff than Bishop's. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you've been looking for. Check out their brochures, including Bearcat, Cub Cadet, Echo, Grasshopper, Makita, and Shenandoah, to see what they have available. And if you can, stop by. They're located on North Estill Avenue in Richmond, or you can shop online at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. It's high school football. The playoffs officially underway this evening, a day early, John Clark, as we welcome you into the broadcast, sir. We talked about it, second straight week. Kind of interesting that you've got a playoff game on a Thursday night, but a lot of heavy storms coming into the area tomorrow and a lot of high school football being played this evening.
Yeah, super weird that the first round of the playoffs, a lot of teams are playing on Thursday. I get the weather. That's a whole nother can of worms. You're talking to a guy that's never been a huge fan of the playoff setup in Kentucky. Yeah. I think the first couple rounds are pretty pointless, but that's a whole nother conversation in of itself.
Well, you look across even this side of the bracket with, the teams that are playing in our district compared to the teams playing on the other side of the bracket with, Dunbar, Tates Creek, Henry Clay, and Lafayette. Last year, Central was the 4 seed from our district. And both them, or not both, all 4 of them, GRC, Bryan Station, and Douglas win the first round against the opposing side district. And that could be the case again this week or this year. I mean, Tates Creek, GRC will be an interesting matchup, but wouldn't be surprised if GRC went on the road and won that game.
I could see that.
And we expect, a Central win tonight fairly easily. We expect a Douglas win tonight fairly easy, and probably the same thing for Bryan Station.
Yeah, and it's hard being on the other end of a game like this too. My first year at Southern, we were not very good, and I just knew first round is just long night for the other team at times. Yeah. Hard to keep the team together. It sounds like there's some players that have departed from the Dunbar team this week. There's just, it's just tough when you've won 1 or 2 games in the year. It's hard to keep a team together for a playoff game when you're playing a top team. I just never was a fan of this, but they never asked my opinion.
It's the Chenault Vineyards pregame show. Chenault Vineyards is excited to once again host their annual holiday barn market coming up on Saturday, November 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shop small and support local at this annual event with a wide variety of vendors offering handcrafted goods, unique gifts, direct sales products, and more. Enjoy festive entertainment throughout the day with singers, dancers, and a special visit from Santa Claus coming up this month on November 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., the annual holiday barn market at Chenault Vineyards. And that is going to be an exciting time as we kind of close out Thanksgiving there. That's Small Business Saturday, the day after Black Friday. So a busy weekend there. And Chenault Vineyards is excited to have you come out and take part. It's high school football. Coach Dunbar, we talked about it, and you said it. Their starting center has quit the team this week. Their starting quarterback walked off the field during the game last week. He is going to be in uniform but will not see action tonight. So this Dunbar team, who was already struggling on the year, now without their starting quarterback and starting center, and that's why I think many across the state believe Central can advance tonight. And then, you look ahead to next week. It could be a potential rematch with one of their district opponents. And a chance to kind of move this thing along, Coach. It's going to be very interesting to see how this game and this postseason run shakes out for Madison Central.
Well, I think, a lot of people look at it in Kentucky, the first couple rounds of the playoffs, not a lot of surprises ever take place. It's kind of the same old. But I'm always a fan of what a coach decides to do in their philosophy in these first couple games because it can set up. If I'm Central right now, I'm looking at the third game. And I'm starting to say, we just left St. X.
Yeah.
What would we need to do to be competitive against Douglas, against St. X? And I am repping that stuff like crazy. I'm working those things to see if we can get over the hump, because you have 3 weeks of practice before that game. A lot can happen in 3 weeks in a high school football team.
Well, and I think now in round 3, I believe, is when it shifts to RPI based. And if that's the case, should things play out the way they are perceived to play out, if they play out the way the favorites should be winning or whatever going into those games, it would most likely be a scenario where Central would travel to Louisville and play Trinity in round 3. So there's a couple of different scenarios, but I believe that's the most likely one right now, should we go and take care of business in the first 2 rounds.
Probably not the game we'd – if Central probably didn't want to draw that one.
Yeah, they're 8-2 right now, haven't lost a game in their class, and they were 3-0 in their district games. So that one would be a tough matchup. But once you get to that round, that's when you're really going to start to see the upper echelon teams, whether it be a Douglas or a St. X or a Trinity, maybe even a South Warren. So those matchups could be very interesting for the Indians. You're live again on the Chenault Vineyards pregame show. Here in just a moment, we'll hear from head coach William Blair about the matchup tonight with Dunbar and what is going to fuel a run in the postseason for Madison Central. We'll hear from him when we come back. Our first commercial break here on the broadcast, live from Tomahawk Valley on WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
You know what they say. Every great season starts with a strong lineup. Neat agility, the Trailblazer cuts through traffic like a wide receiver in the red zone. Power, the Silverado handles work and tailgates like a linebacker on a mission. And if you're ready to go electric, the Equinox EV has the range to go all the way. No matter your game plan, Jack Whippert Chevrolet has the vehicle that suits your drive. Stop in, suit up, and let's kick off your next adventure.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky. As Madison Central prepares to take on Laurence Dunbar in the first round of the playoffs, it's now time for our Keenan Wiley Real Estate Keys to the Game. If you're looking for your new home in Richmond or in Central Kentucky, Keenan Wiley Real Estate may have the answer. Right now, they have some beautiful listings at Crutcher Pike Estates, just off Barnes Mill Road. You can like Keenan Wiley Realtor on Facebook for more information, and let Keenan Wiley help you find your dream home in Madison County. John Clark, Michael Watkins here with you. And, Coach, look at the keys to the game tonight. For Madison Central, I think it's just come out and establish what you do, take care of business, and get everybody healthy, ready for next week.
Yeah, to me, it's injuries. It's no injuries, and in a game like this, I wanted to see clean play. Like, we don't want to come out and lay an egg, penalties, and really break momentum. So I was always looking for clean play, no injuries, I think are vital in a game like this, and just getting your guys rotating as much as possible in a game like this, get your legs fresh.
That's your Keenan Wiley Real Estate keys to the game. And we talked to head coach William Blair earlier this week about what he thinks the big key is for this team to turn it on and make a run of the postseason. Let's hear from William Blair during our interview with him from earlier this week. Hang on, Gay. Just playing the interview from Coach Blair. Yeah, he's got it. Okay. When you look at the postseason, you talked about being excited about it. What do you think is going to be key, not only for this first game, but to make a run in the postseason? What needs to happen? What do you guys need to go right?
Well, with the colder weather and the ball gets drier and the way much we handle, can't turn the ball over. Obviously, that's the key to it. But the other part of it is realizing we're going to make big plays. And when you get in this time of year, especially when you get into the second and third round, you're getting the top tier programs, and they're going to make plays too. So by playing these bigger games all year long in the bigger stage, we know that teams make big plays, but we've got to respond and make big plays ourselves. So, I think that's going to make us successful in the long run. With the RPI and the way things worked out, it looks like we're going to be going to Trinity third round. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if they wait till to use the RPI in the third round, or they do it. Is it locked in? I have to ask somebody again. It's changed a couple times, so but it could possibly change. Who knows? But that's the fun thing about it. You're excited about practicing and playing the next week.
So when you look at the matchup with Dunbar, talk about what kind of challenge they present and what you guys will need to do there.
So in past, Coach Johnson, he is somebody that he's going to try to do the best thing for his kids. At this time of the year, you start to lose some things, so he'll have some wrinkles. I mean, he's went to the like an all Wildcat the last time we played him. He put his top receiver at the quarterback, and they ran a lot of Wildcat. One year they went to the side saddle offense in the playoffs, changed it up because of some injuries. So we really don't know what to expect from Coach Johnson and Dunbar, but it's going to be something that we're going to have to go back to our technique and what we've been trained and do and fall back on that, even though we may not know exactly what all he's going to have coming out there. And then defensively, we're just going to offensively, we just got to follow our rules. We're polishing that up this week of whatever fronts, whatever blitzes that may come.
Hear from William Blair there, the head coach of the Indians, and he has got his team prepared for battle tonight against Dunbar. Want to take care of business here, and then you get an extra day of rest and preparation in for the second round. That could be potentially next week, but got to take care of business tonight first. It's Madison Central and Laurence Dunbar. We'll step aside for another commercial break here on the Chenault Vineyards pregame show, and we'll be right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. They're experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business.
Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Wings or strips?
Wings.
No, strips. Guess you gotta flip a coin.
Famous last words.
Wings and strips.
You just can't lose with the split decision meal. Only at Lee's. Famous for a reason.
Your Lee's Famous Recipe locations are proud supporters of our local Madison County High School sports teams. Have dinner tonight before the game at Lee's Berea, just off I-75 at exit 76, or swing by Lee's Richmond, 1000 Center Drive. Since 1974, Linville Insurance has proudly served our community with values that stand the test of time: family, integrity, and service. We lead with kindness, do what's right, help others, and stay informed so you can trust us with what matters most. As a proud Shepherd Insurance partner, we offer the strength of a large agency with the heart of a local one. From business to home, auto, farm, life, and employee benefits, we are your one-stop insurance advisor. Join the Linville Insurance family and experience the difference.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Buying this boat was a total no-brainer.
Okay, I get it. You say no-brainer and the guy with no brain shows up.
I'm sorry, we met our new boat.
For a new boat? You don't call me. You call State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is...
There?
I was gonna say that.
He's right. The State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage for your new boat and your RV. It's kind of a no-brainer. Easy decision.
All right.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you tired of living with the pain and discomfort that comes with getting older? If you're like me, then sometimes just getting up can be a challenge. At Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond, their experts are here to help get you back in the game. Whether it's a sports injury, recovering from an accident, or just the aches and pains that come with age, they'll connect you with someone who can put together a personalized treatment plan and deliver long-lasting results. Visit osptky.com to get started, or go by and see former Madison Central graduate Heather Clines. Back on the Chenault Vineyards pregame show, Chenault Vineyards is excited to once again host their annual holiday barn market coming up on Saturday, November 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shop small and support local at this annual event with a wide variety of vendors offering handcrafted goods, unique gifts, direct sales products, and more. Enjoy festive entertainment throughout the day with singers, dancers, and a special visit from Santa Claus this year at the annual Holiday Barn Market at Chenault Vineyards. Like their Facebook page for more information. Coach, it's dropped down. I was in Irvin earlier this afternoon. Actually came straight from there to the field, and it was It was like in the 60s whenever I left there, and it immediately got cold when I got into Richmond. 49 degrees right now is our game time temperature, and that's brought to you by Madison HVAC. Don't let yourself down by failing to have your HVAC system inspected before we head into winter. Visit MadisonHVACR.com and let their experts keep your system heating and cooling all year long. Again, 49 degrees, and it feels like it was just 2 or 3 weeks ago you and I were at GRC. Weather felt perfect out there, and it's gotten cold the last couple of weeks.
You know that we're hitting a different season when I've seen a Buddy the Elf, I've seen a Grinch, I've seen about 15 to 20 Santa hats walk by this evening. The student section's decked out in their Christmas decor tonight. And some of them are wearing like those onesie Christmas outfits. They've got to be warm in those.
Oh, yeah. And it's a perfect time to put those on, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, you talked about it. You've got your Christmas trees up already.
Yeah.
I'm all about Christmas right now. I know we've kind of always skipping Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving has a week in my house. We've got a week of Thanksgiving. We've already kind of jumped into Christmas. We'll do more Christmas after Thanksgiving, obviously, but it's just this time of year is so much fun. We've got the World Series just wrapped up. You've got volleyball and soccer that have kind of closed. Now volleyball's still going here in the area for some schools. But, football, this is the time of year where football, we got high school playoffs now. The college football playoffs are a few weeks away, it seems like. Right this time of year, man, football just becomes the centerpiece. And now basketball is coming around the corner as well.
Yeah, and there's every high school coach and player dreams of practicing on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, I've had the privilege of doing it a couple times in my career. There's just no better feeling. It's just special if you can get to where there's frost on the field and, just different. I don't know how to describe it. It's just different, man. It's knowing that when you know that 3/4 of the state is at home watching your game, it just has a different feel to it.
It does, and I think that's why tonight for Central getting off to a great start here in the postseason is a big deal because you want to come out here and take advantage. And I'll tell you what, I was talking, is that Central in the black uniforms?
They have more uniforms than Oregon around here, man. This is like the 5th set of unis we've seen this year. Total change. They were white pants earlier.
We were literally just talking before we came on the air. Central and Dunbar both had white pants on, and the Indians come out in the black uniforms with the white numbers, white letters outlined in blue, and the blue numbers, blue letters outlined in white. Very, very cool here as they begin things tonight, and there is a full moon, I believe, above tonight as well. So it's going to be an interesting evening. Now the beaver moon, yeah, that's why there was a bouquet. Q-Day was showing us a little picture here, but I like the black uniforms, Coach. I think it kind of shows you mean business here.
I mean, I literally think this is the 6th or 7th set of unis we've seen this year. I mean, they're riding an impressive budget up here, man. Look at this. Madison County Schools putting it on for Central.
Tell you what, we do want to take a look now at our State Farm Star Watch, Jared Goble State Farm Star Watch. As you turn the page into a new year, it brings an opportunity to strengthen your safety net and prepare for the unexpected. The wide range of services at Jerry Goble State Farm Insurance include car insurance, homeowners insurance, renters, life, business, and financial services. They have a special focus on assisting individuals who are relocating to Madison County. Visit JerryGobleInsurance.com to learn more. And as we get you set here for the starting lineups and all the fun stuff that will take place tonight, it's high school football, the postseason officially beginning. Madison Central will be in the black home uniforms. Dunbar will be in the white visitor uniforms. We'll take our final commercial break, and when we come back, the kickoff on the other side. It's high school football on WBON TV.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Honor, integrity, excellence. When it comes to protecting your home, rely on the experts who have served our country. At VC Veterans Contracting, our mission is to make your home feel safe. Our customers constantly rate us 5 stars for our expertise and professionalism. Trust your roof to the veterans who served. Call VC Veterans Contracting today or scan the code on screen for a free quote. VC Veterans Contracting, your roof, our mission.
The constant changing of the weather in Kentucky can hit hard. That's why having Madison HVAC on your side is so important. Don't waste time. Schedule a maintenance check on your HVAC system and make sure it's ready to handle the constant changing of the weather that comes with living in Kentucky. Your comfort is their promise. Like Madison HVACR Inc. on Facebook or schedule your maintenance checkup at 859-625-1471. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
When life gets complicated, you need someone who understands. Since 2003, Blevins Law has navigated real estate closings, wills, estates, car accidents, and personal injury cases with care and clarity. If your family has experienced death or injury, make Blevins your first call.
Blevins Law. Compassionate, reliable, real. Call 859-985-5410 to hire Blevins Law for the win. Office is located at 400 Richmond Road, North Berea, or search blevinslaw.net to contact them today. The coin toss going on at the moment on the field, and Madison Central hosting Paul Laurence Dunbar. It's the 23rd meeting between these two programs since 1998, and Central has only lost 7 of the previous 22. The Indians tonight win the toss. They elect to defer, so Dunbar will receive the opening kickoff. And, Coach, again, you looked at this rivalry. You know, we talk about how over the last few years, Douglas has been the team that's knocked Central out. That's been the one to end the season for the Indians. Well, Madison Central has done that to Dunbar. In 2021, Central beat Dunbar 43-7 in the postseason. 2022, Central won 45-42. And then in 2023, Central won 27-0. So 3 out of the last 4 years, Madison Central has ended the season for Dunbar, and an opportunity to do so again here tonight.
Yeah, it's they've been in a rebuild for a while over there. They just have. I mean, I think anybody that knows Kentucky football remembers the Dunbar teams from the 90s, and it's just been a tough road for them. They haven't had a lot of stability and success for a while now, actually. So I don't think they're super excited for tonight's match.
I don't think so either. You look at the quarterback situation. Their starting quarterback, again, walking off the field in the third quarter of last week's game, Dominic Faulkner, who had thrown for over 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns on the season. So he's not playing tonight. Their starting center quit the team. One of their best weapons offensively is out. So it's going to be a big challenge for the Bulldogs, and the Indians seem to be up for it. And, again, they know what it'll take tonight to make sure that they take care of business and prepare for a matchup again next week, potentially here on their home field. Don't forget about Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. You can connect with an expert physical therapist who will listen to your story, give you a personalized treatment plan that delivers long-lasting results, and will stick with you every step of the way. Visit osptky.com to set your appointment up today. Thanks for joining us here, folks, on the pregame show brought to you by Chenault Vineyards. Make sure you're liking the Facebook page and following Chenault Vineyards on Instagram to stay up to date with all the fun things that take place and go on at Chenault Vineyards. Peyton Gilboa will kick off, and Gilboa been pretty good on the kickoffs this year. Did give up a kickoff return touchdown last week to Harmon from St. X. It was the first of the season given up on the Madison Central special teams. So I know Peyton Gilboa is ready to put this one into the end zone and get back to doing what he does on a weekly basis.
Not a lot of guys on the sideline for Dunbar tonight.
Not a lot of fans
Yeah,
in the
it's
crowd either.
pretty thin over there this evening. That's a nice boot.
It is. It's going to be taken into the end zone, and a touchback will be the result. And Peyton Gilboa gets back to doing what he does, and we'll see if the defense can do what they are known to do. Give up the most points of the season last week against St. X, and that's a pretty high potent offensive attack. But tonight, knowing that they've got to fix those problems, take care of the football, and that's one of the things that Coach Blair talked about. They have really got to protect the rock during the postseason. You know, it's gotten colder, obviously, and sometimes that can make it easier for the ball to come out. So we'll see how they protect the ball tonight as the Bulldogs are back in a shotgun formation with their quarterback.
Yeah, I think it's got a little boundary run here, nowhere to go. Nice job by Bronson Parker there.
Yeah, Central read it well. Good penetration as they get to the ball carrier and bring him down for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for Dunbar.
I think their team is built more for the deep weather playoff style. You know, the run game, the stout defense. You never know what the weather's going to do. I mean, we talked about tomorrow night. There's supposed to be thunderstorms and wind. If you're playing in that, it's hard to throw the ball. And that could be any week moving forward. So I prefer a strong defense and a good run game come playoff time.
Nolan Lowe is the starting quarterback. A freshman, has thrown for just 13 yards this season. So he takes the snaps, hands off here, and they'll go to Jayshawn Crosby. Scored 5 times on the season, recorded 730 rushing yards on the year. It's an average of 73 a game, and here gets just 2 on a 2nd down carry. So 3rd and 8 coming up for Dunbar.
You know, the center adjustment's actually way more of a concern as a coach than probably anything else is, just because you're in the shotgun. I mean, you get in a rhythm and a routine with your calls up front, and you're playing in the shotgun. You got a 0 nose against you the whole game that's quick. So that's something to keep an eye on for Dunbar.
Oh, will roll out right. He'll throw. Pass is caught at the 25-yard line, but pushed out well short of the 1st down marker by Jeff Hairston, and the Bulldogs will have to punt. Yeah, the only good news for the quarterback is essentially it's a new quarterback and a new center. These two guys may have been playing together all year. It's hard to know how they have been playing, but yeah, obviously they're nothing going. 5 yards of offense on their first drive for Dunbar, and they will punt it away.
Here's where they're going to have to be careful: is a sideways special teams game could shift this game real fast for Dunbar if they're not careful.
High snap. Bulldogs get it away cleanly. Hairston will go over to return the punt. Makes a couple of guys miss. Gets up the sideline and into Dunbar territory, taken down at the 41-yard line. So great field position for the Indians on their opening drive, Coach.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, they get the ball to start the second half, and they're starting the game on the 40-yard line of their opponents, and that's where that field position and special teams makes a big difference in a playoff game. If Central's playing on half a field all night, I think Dunbar's in trouble.
Star watch tonight, you know, of course, the big guys defensively for Madison Central, but offensively, look at what Corinthian Barnes has done on the season. Barnes, 16 touchdowns, over 1,100 rushing yards, and here on the opening drive, we get an offsides against the Bulldogs.
There was they're probably going to be false start. No, they called encroachment on the defense. You're right. There was a lot of push in the first few seconds of that play before it was blown dead. There was a lot of push by the offensive line. Stands out to me right away. There's nobody over the tight end. I'm going Lawson down the seam right now. Look at the green for that young man.
We'll give it to Barnes. Corinthian able to get a 1st down inside the 25 and down to the 23-yard line for Corinthian Barnes, and Central's offense moving the ball early on, 1 play and a 1st down.
Facing a loaded box defensively, everybody's within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. What that means is once they're through first level, they're gone because there's just one safety standing back there at 10. So this lines up for big plays for Central.
Herbst back up under center, sends DeBruce in motion. They'll pitch it out to Davion, running far side. DeBruce cuts up and will take it to the house for a Whitaker Bank touchdown. A 24-yard run for Davion DeBruce, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And the senior gets involved on a nice play. They pitch it out, and he was untouched, Coach. Check out the cutback there toward the perimeter and gets out with a good block downfield from Compton, and the Indians strike early, and that could be a strike often here tonight.
Just a true triple option play, and then it looked like Canterbury out on the perimeter with a nice block on the corner. I mean, there was nobody for the pitch key, and it's going to be a long night if they don't account for if Dunbar doesn't account for the quarterback, the fullback, and the pitch in the triple option. It's going to be a rough night for him.
Herbst will be the holder. Hayden Gilboa for the kick. In the black uniforms, Madison Central scores on a quick drive to take a 7-0 lead. 9:51 remaining in the first quarter on WEKY and WBON TV.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more.
The holidays can stress even the best planners. Between travel, shopping, family, and everything else, you and your budget can get stretched thin fast. With CVMB checking powered by Bazing, you can make the most of the season. Score shopping discounts, save on travel, get roadside assistance, and even get paid up to 2 days early. All in one checking account that helps you make the most of the season. CVMB. Bank better.
Gilboa on the kickoff for Madison Central. It'll be returned from the 2-yard line. Going to the far side is Crosby. Jay Sean will get it to the 14, make it the 15-yard line. Man, he went a long way to only get 15 yards, Coach.
Mathis rerouted him and then made the tackle on his back, too. So that's a nice job by Mathis getting down the field there. He's good to see him run around on kickoff.
Well, one of the things that Coach Blair talked about in the interview with him earlier this week was how quickly these young guys have kind of learned from the older guys. You look at guys like Mathis and Canterbury, Bronson Parker. Yeah. The what these guys have learned and then taken and turned it into actual results has been pretty impressive from some of these young guys that are seeing some key minutes on a pretty good Madison Central defense. Get a yard there on the run for Crosby. That'll bring up 2nd and 9.
There's been a lot of growth out of a couple of young guys this year. It's been very obvious. That's something you look for as a coach, is like you have an eye for guys that are growing and getting better. I mean, you got to remember the first couple games, Bronson Parker and Wally Mathis were playing linebacker.
Yeah.
And those two have held down the nose position as a two tandem very well. Ooh, long
pass
throw.
Out. Canterbury able to slow down the receiver, and then Herbst comes in to finish off the play. And a nice defensive play there to make a 2-yard loss. And again, check it out. Canterbury gets in there first to slow him down. Then Herbst comes in and delivers a little hip check to close out the reception.
You surprised to see Herbst in there on defense?
I tell you what,
first round.
I mean, I don't think early on I'm surprised. Now, we'll see how long they keep him in there on a 3rd down and 11 here for the Bulldogs. I think with them going into the playoffs, they're going to put their best athletes out onto the field. We'll see if Gavin Kinley, who's played well, had a touchdown last week, his first of the season.
Yeah, you've got Herbst and Compton. You got two offensive starters at safety right now.
Herbst now actually goes over into coverage.
Looks like man coverage.
Yeah, matched
Probably
up with the guy in the slot. And we get a whistle. If the Bulldogs take a timeout here, there's a flag, a delay of game. So delay of game penalty against Dunbar.
That's not going to help Dunbar's field position, is it?
A 3rd and 11 turns into a 3rd and 16, and it already looked like Central had their ears pulled back. Yeah, when you got Christian Long,
done it all this season.
He's really been one of those underrated guys.
Agreed.
You know, and they've got a few of those up front.
He is a guy. When I was coaching in college, he was a guy I would have loved to have seen. Just his frame, his size, the potential. I got a hand on that punt.
Central tips the punt. Canterbury and McElwee were both back there and got a hand on it. We're not sure which one touched it, but somebody did, and Central will get great field position again. As they begin this drive, it looks like inside the 40-yard line of Dunbar.
You know, back to talking about what it was like coaching in college with a kid like Christian Lawson is, you can project a guy like that when you watch him play where he doesn't have the ball.
Yeah.
He's putting linebackers and safeties on their back. He is a physical kid, and his physicality at the next level, you hang another 20, 30 pounds on him, I think he could be a really good prospect for somebody.
So the Indians go up under center with Herbst. Compton in motion. And they give it to Barnes. Corinthian bouncing off tacklers inside the 15-yard line. He'll dive forward to the 12. And another beautiful run. Great hole opened up by that offensive line. And look at these guys up front, Coach. You got number 77, Camden Berg. Number 75, you got Muncie. You see some of these other guys up front just opening up the holes. And whether that be Donnie Gentry, we've seen just so many different guys up front doing their job for this Madison Central offense.
Snell collapsed that side so much that time. Gentry got out there to kick out the end, and there was nobody there.
Going to throw. Herbst over the middle. There's Lawson catching the touchdown. A 6 for number 6. A Whitaker Bank touchdown for Christian Lawson, and a 13-0 lead. And, Coach, check out here on the replay. Herbst all day to throw as he drops back, finds Lawson wide open in the end zone, and he could have picked that about 3 or 4 different guys for 6.
You know I love that call right there. Down in the red zone, put the ball in the air. I would love to see them throw a little more these first couple games, because when it gets to that third round, if they're there, it changes the way the defense has to play them. So I really like to see that early in the game right now.
Touchdown for Lawson. That is number 5 on the season for Carson Herbst, throwing it. And for Lawson, that is his 4th receiving touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. Central on top 14-0, 7.5 to play on WEKY and WBON TV.
Looking for a fiesta on a Thursday night? Head over to El Mejor Mexican Restaurant in Richmond. Karaoke Thursdays at 6 p.m. Grab the mic, sing your heart out, and enjoy $2.99 margaritas all night long. And don't forget, El Mejor is the only Mexican restaurant in town with a delicious lunch buffet served fresh every weekday. El Mejor, where every meal feels like a celebration. And come celebrate their 10th anniversary as they have a mariachi party with a live band.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
14-0 lead for Madison Central as Peyton Gilboa will kick it off. Once again, it was a rushing touchdown for the Indians on their opening drive, and then Christian Lawson scoring 6 on the second drive. They'll get another good special teams play here. This time coming up to make the stop is Carter Heyer on the tackle for the Indians.
Yeah, that was a quick 14, wasn't it? This could be a game where they have a lot of points and very few yards to show for it. I mean, they've had a short field, 70 yards in 14 plays, basically.
Yeah, Davion DeBruce scoring the first touchdown, Lawson scoring the second. Good to see some of these guys getting in on the action. DeBruce scoring his second touchdown of his career, had one back in the game against, I believe it was Great Crossing, in which he scored, and then got the one there on the opening drive. Here's a handoff to Crosby once again. Nowhere to go. 2nd and 10 coming up, and that Indian defense playing so well tonight, Coach.
Gosh, there's absolutely nowhere to go. If I'm them, I'm going to put it in the air and try that short, quick game, see if we can move the ball a little bit. There's nowhere to go. They're getting no push, and almost, you hate to see it, but there's a little bit of I don't want to come off the ball with the guy across me going on right now.
Gavin Kinley has checked in. Herbst is not in at safety like he was on that first drive for the Bulldogs.
Snell's rotated in at nose. Hadn't seen him at nose in a little while.
They'll roll out right with Lowe looking to throw. He'll go over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. It was in the vicinity. I mean, it looked like a good throw to Connor Norsworthy, but he was unworthy of making the catch, and it's 3rd and 10.
Wasn't a great throw, but definitely something I think you got to catch in that situation right there. They move the sticks if they do.
There was 2 defenders right there in the area. Looked like Lowe put it in a place where his guy could at least make a play on it, and it falls incomplete. Dunbar's going to have a lot of help if they want to keep this game close. It's 3rd down and 10. They're running a player in late. Again, talked about the issues they had last week. Their starting quarterback running off the field, walking off the field in the 3rd quarter. They lost their starting center this week. He quit the team. So been a rough week for the Bulldogs. A lot of young guys seeing action here tonight in the first round of the playoffs. They'll throw on 3rd down and down immediately.
Snell.
Yeah, Snell will get credit for the sack. That quarterback looked like he took a dive, Coach. He just said, you know what, I'm just going to lay down here and not get tackled by one of these big guys running around me.
I mean, I just watched Snell one-on-one with the starting center, and he literally just grabs him and just slings him down. I mean, it's just you can obviously tell a massive difference in a guy that's probably played a lot of JV and a guy that's playing high-level varsity football there. Just, again, I'm not a huge fan of these games, especially first round of the playoffs. I just don't think this helps the sport. I don't think it helps the team. And I'm still not sure why we're doing it this way around the state. I don't see the benefit of it.
It's 4th down and 10, or maybe 4th down and 17. Dunbar punting again. Pressure again coming. It was Thurman that almost got there. It takes a high bounce for Dunbar. It'll roll to the 33-yard line. But once again, incredible field position for Central to tack on 6 or 7 more.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to cross the 50 tonight.
And, you know, we talked about it. This is not going to be the only game like this, Coach. Throughout the evening, there's some more games being played tomorrow night as well. But, you know, I would expect an easy win for Douglas tonight. Bryan Station may have their way with Lafayette.
I just don't see the benefit of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're so adamant that this first round needs to be this way.
1st and 10. Herbst sends a tailback in motion, then gives it to Barnes. Corinthian will take it to the house. Another Whitaker Bank touchdown. 1-play drive, and 33 yards later, it's another Corinthian Barnes score. Number 17 on the season for Barnes, and a 20-0 lead for the Indians.
Yeah, inside trap. I mean, like we talked about, they've got everybody at the line of scrimmage. When everybody's within 3 yards, if you're through, you're gone. And that's the scenario right there. Looked like Gentry with the pull and the kick out.
He was untouched.
Yeah. I mean,
right there at the end, he gets hit at the 1-yard line. That was the first time somebody laid a finger on him.
Gentry's pulled twice in the first couple plays tonight where he can't find anybody to block when he gets there. I hope he doesn't get downgraded for that. When he gets out there, there's nobody to block. Is not productive. I'd have downgraded my lineman for lack of production on that. Go get a safety, right? That would have not helped their grade out.
Dunbar does get some pressure on the kick, but Gilbo still able to put it through the uprights. And 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Central pulling away early on in the first round of the playoffs on WBON TV.
Cars of Kentucky is a proud sponsor of Eastern Kentucky University Athletics. In Richmond, we bleed maroon. Go Colonels. And when you're ready for your next pre-owned automobile, swing on over to Cars of Kentucky. Cars of Kentucky has vehicles starting at $3,000 and up, so we literally have something for every budget. 356 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, or check them out, carsofkentucky.com. Let's go Colonels.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Hall & Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Hall & Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Hall & Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Hall & Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Hall & Sons Auto Care.
Another returnable ball for Dunbar is Crosby again, the return man, and again he goes nowhere. Great coverage on the kickoff by the Indians as they set the Bulldogs up at the 13-yard line. And Coach, it's been this entire game has been played on one side of the field thus far.
I mean, not only on one side, it's been played almost completely inside of the 30. I mean, one drive of the 40. I mean, yeah. I don't understand. Playoffs is supposed to be an elite time, and games like this just make zero sense to me, and it just draws out the season as well, which is already a long season for players and coaches. You could add another game. You could start the season a week later. I mean, there's just a lot of things you could do with this. What a hit right there by Moose.
Yeah, McElwee and Daly converge for the stop. A loss of 2 on the play by the tailback, and just complete domination to this point by the Indians. Once again, check it out on the replay as Moose comes off the middle part there, comes off the block. I don't even know if he was blocked, and makes the tackle.
Well, and if you watch the replay there, Bronson Parker, he gets caked by 2 guys, but that means one guy can't get to the linebacker, and that's his job, is to eat up 2. He's doing his job. It's a great job by that young man, taking up 2 linemen.
Dunbar will throw on 2nd down, and the area of 2 central defenders higher, and Canterbury there defending the intended target. Ball falls incomplete, so 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs.
Ball's got to be out by a 3-1,000. Remember backyard football, 1-1,000, 2-1,000. You got a 3-1,000 count. The ball better be out by the start of the 3 right now. So, and that quarterback knows it, man. He's just chucking it right now.
Noah Barrett, the intended receiver there. It's 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver to the right, tight end that side as well. That's where they'll go. Pass complete as Daly in on the stop for the Indians, along with Hire to the 20-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th and 3. And for Dunbar, why would you not go for it?
That's a nice little quick throw by the young guy. Just a catch, throw, release. That quick game we were just discussing at the half. I'd live in that right now if I was them, till at least to try to move the sticks, because they get to have a first down this evening.
They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 3 as we near the 4-minute mark of the first quarter on WEKY and WBON TV. Dunbar going right to left. They'll stack 3 receivers to the near side, 3 receivers to the right side, only 3 down offensive linemen, and the quarterback will keep it running far side. I don't believe he got it, Coach. Looked like he got 2 of the 3 yards needed and then went out of bounds before he got to the marker. We'll see where they officially spotted
He's going to be about a yard short, I think. Kind of a funky formation there to try to get something going, but
so a turnover on downs, and Central now begins this drive at the Dunbar 22-yard line. And
the field keeps shrinking, man. It went from the 40 to the 30 to the 20.
And now I think for Central here, it might be the case of who do we want to put it in the end zone this time? Do we get Quincy Compton involved, maybe?
Yeah, he doesn't have a touchdown yet.
Not yet. We got Compton score, a Lawson score, or not, excuse me, we've got a Barnes score, a Lawson score, and a Davion DeBruce touchdown.
I do like a post out wide. The safety's kind of cheated over to the he's on the hash, but I like a skinny post here too.
Man in motion. They are going to give it to Barnes. Corinthian run into the far side. Compton will propel him into the end zone with a nice block, and another Whitaker Bank touchdown. 18 of them on the season now for Corinthian Barnes.
Man, he just makes it look like he's playing against the Little League team out there right now. I love the way this young man carries.
Man, the stiff arm.
I love the way he carries himself, too. He's not a showboater. He's just all business. He shows up. He works hard every week. Really like his style of play, like his attitude on the field.
Extra point is coming.
Nice block by Lawson downfield after motioning out on that as well.
They'll swing the gate right and look to take a 28-0 lead. Herbst gets the hold. The kick from Gilboa is good. A 28-0 advantage. Madison Central. Still 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll come right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
Cars break down. Tires go flat. Check engine lights show up at the worst possible time. Don't break the bank fixing your car when ABR Auto Recyclers has you covered. They have good used tires, a huge selection of parts, and they can get a large selection of aftermarket parts shipped overnight. They're just a quick drive down 4 Mile, and you can't miss them on Box Ankle Road. You can save 50 to 75% off retail prices. Go see Scott and the gang or check them out online at abrautorecyclers.net.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Gilbo on the kickoff again for Central inside the 5. It'll be returned by Lucas Todd. And Todd, not a lot of running room as he comes near side with it and swallowed up on a big tackle made by Jeremy Allen.
Field's getting shorter.
3:43 to play. And Coach, at what point? I mean, obviously Central scores another touchdown, you get a running clock automatically, but this one feels like it should be running already.
Yeah, gosh dang. How is this good for anybody in the sport tonight?
I mean,
this
for teams,
has to be reevaluated by the KHSA. I like that I can say that now that I'm not coaching. I used to get phone calls and emails about stuff like that, so it's nice to be able to say that.
Heyer comes off the edge and makes the tackle. On the ball carrier running to the right side. That was Crosby again. Jayshawn Crosby, the junior, leading Dunbar in yards this year with a good season for the tailback.
Yeah, this isn't in the best interest of kids, which what sports should be. This isn't enjoyable.
2 receivers to the right, tight end to the right side as well. They'll throw a quick out. And it's Central reading it well as Compton, along with, I believe that was Kinley, gets over there in on the stop. So 3rd and long coming up for the Bulldogs, dipping under 3 minutes to play in the opening period.
Let's talk about last week now. If you schedule a cupcake team last game of the regular season and you're Central, you're playing 2 or 3 really soft games to try to get ready for a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of that. I'm glad they played St. X. I think that game was vital for them development-wise with games like this in the playoffs.
So 3rd down and 11. They're going to go deep. Hairston covering, and the ball thrown out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 11 now. 2:26 to play in the first quarter. So Dunbar will drop back to punt, and Hairston and Compton will get a chance at another return.
I wouldn't go after this one. I'd see if I can get one of these guys to pop a return here because there was a little bit of room on that first one. I think if they can let them get a clean kickoff and set up a wall of some sort, there could be some good things to happen on this. But they did get a hand on the last one. So.
Yeah, that's true. They've gotten a hand on the last 2, I believe.
Yeah. Still subbing in some guys trying to get the right personnel on the field for Dunbar.
There's a high snap. Thurman comes in with some pressure. This one is going to take a Dunbar bounce, and it will bounce to the Madison Central side of the field. So a little bit longer to go as the Indians will begin the drive at their own 47-yard line, but a chance to get a running clock here in the first quarter as we already see some of these younger guys warming up on the sideline. Coach number 23 is Gavin Jones, a sophomore quarterback. He's over there taking snaps.
Yeah.
Just in case, I want to see him get out there and get ready. 1st and 10 for Central, though. 2:18 to play in the opening frame.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough position as a program, as a staff. I mean, you want your guys to keep playing, but what's the benefit of it at this point? I think subbing in some JV guys makes a lot of sense here at the end of the first quarter.
They'll pitch it out to the near side. It's Compton. Quincy with blockers in front. Spins off of a tackle down to the 37-yard line. So a nice pickup by Quincy Compton. He'll move the sticks, and we'll dip under 2 minutes to play here in the first. So at the 37-yard line, Madison Central will have it 1st and 10. Bronson Parker will check in for Davion DeBruce. Got him a touchdown here in this first quarter already.
The size difference up front is just
it is.
It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, throw Lawson in there as well.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
They'll give it to Compton again. Quincy making people miss. Still on his feet inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Compton upset at himself, thought he had one there, and he may actually be hurt, Coach. He is slow to get up.
It looked like when he fell, it looked like he hit his head or his shoulder back on the turf.
And check it out at the end of the run as he falls down, the back of his head, bounces off. I want to get him checked out. That's a very important piece. Maybe their secret weapon, Coach. The speed of Quincy Compton has been a big factor this year. He's another one of those guys that was injured last year, missed most of the season. So glad to have him back this year. What an impact he has made.
I mean, I think he's averaging like 9.1 a carry or something in regards to that. So this is what we talked about, just making sure your team stays healthy. I mean, you can score all night, but being healthy is more important.
Barnes untouched again into the end zone. Corinthian Barnes from 16 yards out will take it in. It's 34-0 Madison Central, the third time of the season, third time in this game, that Barnes has gone into the blue for a Whitaker Bank touchdown.
I'm asking for the Dunbar faithful for them to go for two here. I think anything to get that clock rolling would be beneficial.
They'll kick the PAT. And even for Dunbar, I mean, what does this do for these kids?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't healthy for that program, regardless of the situation. Nobody enjoys that. It does. The whole point of the sport is to put more people into the sport, try to grow the sport, grow it for kids. This doesn't do that for that program. It's not their fault.
We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Central building a big lead here on WBON TV.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are two traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. Two Richmond icons, one winning tradition.
Central on the kickoff, return to the 20-yard line. As the Indians have it, Coach, it's going to be first down and 10 for Dunbar. And the Indians have this huge lead, 35-0, and they are running the clock already. So clock is going to run the rest of the game.
I can never remember if it's 36, 35. I can't remember where it's
36 in football, 35 in basketball, unless I'm flipping those around. I'm pretty sure it's always been 36.
I thought it was 36, but I'm not 100% sure.
They could have changed that too.
Yeah, there's some changes to things. Well, that's good because this isn't. There's no need for this game to not have a running clock. Here comes the heat.
Yeah, pass out with the flat again. Kinley there. One guy missed on the tackle. I think Kinley that actually missed the tackle, but good job by the secondary guys to get in there and make the stop. Got some scores from around the area. No surprise here. Douglas 22-0. Scott County 21-0 over Connor, and LCA a 21-0 lead over Metcalf County.
All in the first quarters. Yeah. I mean, make it make sense, man.
First quarter will wind down. We'll flip sides of the field, and the Indians will build this 35-0 lead and take it with them to the second quarter on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
35-0 lead for Madison Central as the Indians defense out there awaiting a second down and 10.
Got some stats for us?
Yeah, dropping back to throw here. Oh man. Read well by the Indians defense. It was Canterbury.
You could just see it coming. You could just see a bad thing unfolding for that young man that was about to catch that ball. Could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, he's slow to get up, still down to a knee, so the training staff will come out and check on him as we look back at some of the first half stats served up by Gillum Sports Lounge. Check out new Gillum's Island over there in the South Porter Plaza. The same great food and the same great service as Gillum Sports Lounge. It's Gillum's Island, now open in the South Porter Plaza. 2 great ways for Jeff Gillum and his staff to serve the people of Richmond. And domination thus far, Coach. How about this? This is the most impressive stat to me. 9 plays, 5 yards by Dunbar.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. 17 plays, 3 yards for Dunbar.
Yeah, and Central has 9 plays and how many touchdowns?
5.
5. 9 plays with 5 touchdowns. And, I mean, we need to roll this up, package it in an envelope to the KHSA, and explain why the first round is set up the way it is. It's not great for either team, but it's where we are. It is what it is. And it's good to start to see some new guys in on defense. Ryan Creemans is in at defensive end. It looks like they're for Central. I think our man Jeremy Allen's in there. Is he in there? No, he is. He had a nice little tackle on kickoff a minute ago. I've seen him get some PT. I can't tell who the other defensive end is.
Number 55.
He's a freshman. Or no, that's Jaden Atkins, the junior.
Yeah, and Dunbar taking their time. They're going to say just run the clock now here.
Yeah.
I was like,
they're
kind of having their own little timeout session over there.
I don't blame him. He's trying to keep them all from not coming back at halftime.
So 11.5 to play. And the quarterback low will roll out left and then come near side with it. And the tackle is made. A good tackle out in space as Jakari Estel Boyd
nice read by that young man. Nice read by that young man. Stuck his foot in the ground, went out of his pedal, came back up. Very nice play.
So 4th down, and Dunbar will once again have to punt it away. Gavin Kinley will go back to return it for the Indians.
Daly's coming out, it looks like.
And they're also going to send number 18, that is Christian Brooks, back as well. And Dunbar moving some guys around. They're going to get tricky with it here on the 4th down punt.
Yeah, you got to play defense, which they're coming up. This is an adjustment for young guys.
High snap, back to the 1-yard line. Central almost blocked it.
Got a piece, it looked like.
Yeah, and this one goes out of bounds on the near sideline. McElwee got back there almost and maybe had gotten a piece of it.
If you're going to shift to something where everybody spreads, you might have a plan for blocking all the guys that are still rushing.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That was not the most sound shift I've ever seen.
I mean, you give them credit for trying something at least, though.
Yeah, but I don't really know what the purpose was there to shift to the spread, but yet still kick a base standard punt.
Indians will have the offense back out on the field, 9:50 to play. Barnes or McHerb's going to throw. Carson will throw complete to Compton, makes a catch for a 9-yard pickup. Down to the 31-yard line. They're going to back him up to the 32, it looks like.
That was a nice setup and throw. Again, I'm continually impressed by Herb's ability to get his feet under him to profile up, which is what the term I use to profile up, is to really get in the quarterback passing position. when he's on the run, he does a great job of getting his hips around a profile up to be able to step into his throw. It's a nice ball delivered. We've seen 2 passes tonight.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for 21 yards for Carson. It's 2nd and 2 here as we near the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. Hand off to Kinley. Gavin making people miss. Nice job. That was actually DeBruce on the handoff. Davion getting involved on the action. That's one thing, too. They've got so many different guys that we've seen throughout the year handle the load. But some of these guys could be the main offensive weapon on some teams in this class.
The backfield's loaded. They have as well-rounded a backfield as anybody in the state does right now. There's no doubt about it. I've been impressed with them. They catch the ball. They'll catch the ball well in the backfield, too.
And off Barnes. Corinthians spun around at the 20-yard line for a gain of 2. That's by far the best defensive play made by Dunbar tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice job by looks like Tully Carter over there on defense for Dunbar. I mean, you don't see Barnes spun around too often, do you? That's a nice play by that young man.
Corinthian over 1,200 yards on the season, 18 touchdowns.
He's not going to be happy about that. Corinthian wants the ball back right now, doesn't he?
They actually gave him 3 yards on the first down carry. Go back to Corinthians. They fake it to him. It's Herbst going to keep it, and Carson will go into the end zone.
Ups his average. He was averaging, I think, 10.1 coming into the game, and that just upped it.
A flag came in after the score from the back judge, so we'll see. They're going to say a hold against Madison Central. That'll bring it back, but check it out here. Herbst kept it, faked the pitch. Dunbar just lets Carson just walk right by him.
They're going to get Lawson on the hold there.
Yep, right there at the edge. You could see it.
He did a nice job breaking down, chopping his feet. He just grabbed, and that's a tough one. I mean, the young man's trying to make a good block. That's a good call. It was a hold, but I like his aggressiveness downfield.
That's at least the 8th time this year that Central's had a touchdown or a big play called back.
Goes all the way back to Johnson Central.
Yeah.
A huge pass
the Connor game. I mean, the Connor game, it was Compton that had one called
we had a
back.
big one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
2nd down and 8. So they actually lose a yard because of where the penalty took place. So 2nd down and 8 yards to go now to move the sticks for the Indians. 7 minutes to play in the first half.
Herbst is not happy about that call, by the way.
Yeah, Carson's going to throw. Moving around in the pocket now. He's going to go down. Oh, actually staying alive. Will let it go, and the pass is intercepted. Are they going to say it was picked off? It was. Yep. Carson hung in there, stood upright, and then throws a pick. And Dunbar will get the football back because of it, Coach.
So there's a scenario of just the play got long, and I worked with a guy who was a fantastic quarterback coach for a long time in Division I, and one of his rules, he'd always give you the last rule is know your dump. By know your dump, where's your dump pass? He had Davion DeBruce right in front of him, wide open, to just dump the ball to him there to get to the sticks. And when you don't pass the ball a ton, you can run into scenarios like that. But I'm actually okay with that because I think that needs to be worked to continue to get to that next level down the road in a few weeks.
Yeah, Central 35-0 lead. And how about this? That's the first interception of the season thrown by her.
Exactly.
Hand off straight up the gut for the Dunbar tailback. Nowhere to go there. Back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 coming up. 5:47 to play. Clock is going to run and continue to run here in this first half. And going to be a quick night from here in Richmond.
Yeah, and again, you never like a turnover, but they can line up and just score every 4 plays running the ball right now. I am a big fan in games like this of working things that you need to work. That gets pass game on film. That gives them coachable reps at it when they haven't had a ton of that this year. They're backed up against their own goal line. It's not a good scenario for them here. And this might be a safety. That is a safety all the way.
They're going to say he was out at the 1-yard line. Central thought they had it as well. Man, let's check out that replay, Gage, if we can. Dunbar hands it off, the high snap.
Nothing about that is not a safety. That is completely a safety, but I get what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, Thurman was the one that made the tackle. Looked like Central was going to have 2 more points. Instead, it's a 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Bulldogs with 4:42 remaining.
Yeah, that's I feel like you see more high school safeties not called safeties than at any other level of football. It's like it's like they don't want to call a safety instead of just giving them the – like, if he's in the end zone, he's in the end zone, right? Like,
those are plays you don't see very often. It's like a triple play. I mean, it happens more than triple play, but
I can't tell you how many times in my career I've seen a guy. It's an obvious safety, and they're like, he's on the half-yard line. I'm like, where was forward progress the rest of the game? It makes no sense to me.
So 4th and 12 after another run by the Bulldogs. They'll punt it away once again, and Gavin Kinley back to return. And Central's been close a couple of times of getting one down here in the end zone, Coach.
Well, let's see. He's at his normal depth. I was checking to see if the kicker had to be more shallow because the end zone looks like he's got his 13, 14 yards here, which is what you need. But if he takes a step back, he could have a problem. And he did. Man, he was close to the back of the end zone.
This is an awful punt, though. Just goes to the 18-yard line, and Central will get great field position again as the ball shanked off the foot of the punter.
You hate that for that young man. He's like, you see him over there. He's just got his hands. He's like, my bad. What am I supposed to do? Like, oh, it's terrible. I feel it for that kid, man.
So 1st and 10, Indians from the 18-yard line as Central tries to really close this one out and build an even bigger lead going into the locker room. Herbst threw his first interception of the season on the last drive for Madison Central.
What are you running here? Because I'm letting him throw again. I'm just working on it.
Throw one up to Canterbury here, see what he can do.
Yeah, I'm just working on it.
Hand off to Barnes. Corinthian with a blocker in front. He'll get it all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Felt like he was in. I didn't think his knee went down, like he rolled in, but they're going to call him down here.
And Corinthian hops back up, and it looked as if he said,
he never hits the ground.
Give it to me
on
one
the
more
replay.
time.
Look at this. He never hits the ground. Watch his leg. Oh, he did. Okay, it was close.
Okay, yeah,
I didn't think he did there for a second.
So down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, and I think Barnes was asking for it one more time. Let him tilt the rock and score 6 more.
Herbst is probably wanting that quarterback keeper's ball right here.
Carson does have 8 rushing scores on the year. Barnes now up to 18 on the season. Will it be 19? It will. Touchdown. Another Whitaker Bank touchdown for Corinthian Barnes. Number 19 on the season. Number 3, or make it, no. This is his 4th of the game.
4th of the game. I think he's got like...
That's 20 on the season.
Yeah.
So touchdown for Corinthian Barnes, number 20 on the year.
7 carries, I think, for 4 touchdowns.
Not a bad day at the office for Corinthian Barnes. Gilboa will attempt the PAT. Clock still running, and the Indians a 41-0 lead at the moment. Make it number 42. Nothing is the score in the first half. We'll take another commercial break. We'll be right back to Richmond on WBON TV. We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. Your experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Order might come to a close before they get a snap.
I would take my time returning this.
And Dunbar, this will be the last play of the first half unless they stop the clock. And it might be a go. Ball comes out.
That was a shoe.
Okay, it was a shoe.
A shoe comes out.
So a shoe comes off for the Bulldogs.
He had his best foot forward, didn't he?
The first half comes to an end. Man, absolute domination by Madison Central. Not only are the Indians running away with a victory over Dunbar. Other teams across the state with some blowout leads as well in the first half. We'll give you some of those scores and look at some of the first half stats. A lot of stats being tallied up by the Indians in the first half, where they lead 42-0. We'll be back on WEKY and WBON TV.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business.
Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Wings or strips?
Wings.
No, strips. Guess you gotta flip a coin.
Famous last words.
Wings and strips.
You just can't lose with the split decision meal. Only at Lee's. Famous for a reason.
Your Lee's Famous Recipe locations are proud supporters of our local Madison County High School sports teams. Have dinner tonight before the game at Lee's Berea, just off I-75 at exit 76, or swing by Lee's Richmond, 1000 Center Drive. Since 1974, Linville Insurance has proudly served our community with values that stand the test of time: family, integrity, and service. We lead with kindness, do what's right, help others, and stay informed so you can trust us with what matters most. As a proud Shepherd Insurance partner, we offer the strength of a large agency with the heart of a local one. From business to home, auto, farm, life, and employee benefits, we are your one-stop insurance advisor. Join the Linville Insurance family and experience the difference.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. At Whitaker Bank, you'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us at any of our conveniently located branches or go to whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Buying this boat was a total no-brainer.
Okay, I get it. You say no-brainer and the guy with no brain shows up.
I'm sorry, we met our new boat.
For a new boat? You don't call me. You call State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is...
There?
I was gonna say that.
He's right. The State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage for your new boat and your RV. It's kind of a no-brainer. Easy decision.
All right.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you tired of living with the pain and discomfort that comes with getting older? If you're like me, then sometimes just getting up can be a challenge. At Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond, their experts are here to help get you back in the game. Whether it's a sports injury, recovering from an accident, or just the aches and pains that come with age, they'll connect you with someone who can put together a personalized treatment plan and deliver long-lasting results. Visit osptky.com to get started, or go by and see former Madison Central graduate Heather Clines.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Honor, integrity, excellence. When it comes to protecting your home, rely on the experts who have served our country. At VC Veterans Contracting, our mission is to make your home feel safe. Our customers constantly rate us 5 stars for our expertise and professionalism. Trust your roof to the veterans who served. Call VC Veterans Contracting today or scan the code on screen for a free quote. VC Veterans Contracting, your roof, our mission.
Look at these numbers.
Welcome back in to WBON TV, WEKY, John Clark and Michael Watkins. And Coach, an impressive first half there by the Indians.
I've never seen a stat line like some of the stuff we're looking at like this. It's crazy. It looks like video game numbers, man.
It is the Madison County Health Department halftime show. We want to say thank you to the Madison County Health Department for coming on here with us during the postseason and throughout the month of November. Special thanks to them for being here with us. And if you live, work, or study in Madison County and are at least 18 years of age, well, the Madison County Health Department is asking you to take part in a 5-minute survey to share your thoughts on health needs in Madison County to identify issues for community action. There is a post up now on the WBON TV Facebook page with a link for the survey, and you can enter to win one of 30 gift cards for random people who take it. This anonymous survey is voluntary and part of the Madison County Community Health Assessment Research Study. And Coach, health obviously became a big thing during the pandemic, and Madison County Health Department wants to do their part to continue to kind of move this forward and see what concerns are out there.
Yeah, that's good.
Trying to catch my breath.
Yeah, you're out of breath, man. You sprinted up here.
I did. It's cold out there, and the wind kind of bumping into you is more than we can say for the Dunbar defense bumping into Madison Central. That's pretty much all they've done there in the first half.
I had to open the window to feel – I needed a wake-up here that this Central defense and offensive just methodically moving the ball was putting me on my heels up here. I had to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, Madison Central with a big lead. It's 42-0 at the half. And as we step aside for a commercial break, let's hear from some of our county leaders about this survey that's up right now for the Madison County Health Department.
It's easy to take your health for granted, so you may not think much about your community's health either. But let's just take just a few moments to do so.
Every 5 years, a survey called the Community Health Assessment is offered for residents to share their perspective on the overall health of Madison County and its 2 cities.
Information from the anonymous survey will be used to set goals for our community's health and well-being for years to come. Visit this link to participate in the Community Health Assessment. Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
The constant changing of the weather in Kentucky can hit hard. That's why having Madison HVAC on your side is so important. Don't waste time. Schedule a maintenance check on your HVAC system and make sure it's ready to handle the constant changing of the weather that comes with living in Kentucky. Your comfort is their promise. Like Madison HVACR Inc. on Facebook, or schedule your maintenance checkup at 859-625-1471. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
When life gets complicated, you need someone who understands. Since 2003, Blevins Law has navigated real estate closings, wills, estates, car accidents, and personal injury cases with care and clarity. If your family has experienced death or injury, make Blevins your first call.
Blevins Law. Compassionate, reliable, real. Call 859-985-5410 to hire Blevins Law for the win. Office is located at 400 Richmond Road, North Berea, or search blevinslaw.net to contact them today. Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and see for yourself why Gillum Sports Lounge has been a staple in Richmond for almost 20 years. Located inside the Richmond Mall. Gillum Sports Lounge. Like them on Facebook to see more. Back on WBON TV and the Madison County Health Department halftime show. If you live, work, or study in Madison County and are at least 18 years of age, the Madison County Health Department is asking you to take a 5-minute survey to share your thoughts on health needs in Madison County to identify issues for community action. There is a post up now on the WBON TV Facebook page with a link for the survey, and you can also enter to win one of 30 gift cards for random people who do take part in it. This anonymous survey is voluntary and part of the Madison County Community Health Assessment Research Study. And you saw the video there with Judge Reagan Taylor. Also, the mayors, Bruce Fraley for Berea and Robert Blythe for Richmond. They are wanting to get the word out there, and that's why we're trying to help Madison County's Health Department get that survey out there. So do your job. Go into that link on the WBON TV Facebook page and take part in that. Coach, Madison Central taking part in a beatdown right now with Paul Laurence Dunbar.
There's no other way to describe this,
Yeah, it's
man.
been bad.
It's bad. I mean, the stat line is insane. Corinthian Barnes has 8 carries for 4 touchdowns. Central's, four-headed monster in the backfield. Herbst is averaging 9 a carry, DeBruce 16, Compton 18, Barnes 15. I mean, just having their way with them. And what do you do in the second half? Do you just come out? Do you play your JV the whole second half, or do you start your starters?
I don't think there's any reason to start the starters and get anybody hurt. We saw Quincy Compton kind of shaking up on a play, and listen, knock on wood. For the moment, Central has had a pretty healthy year.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, we got a couple of guys back late in the year. They've been relatively healthy throughout this season, so that's very important to keep in mind. So I would be very, very surprised. Maybe you give them – we do receive this third quarter kickoff. Maybe you give them that series and then turn it off to your JV, but no reason to keep some of these guys in there and get them hurt.
Based on what we've seen, though, if you give them that series, you're looking at likely I don't know what their kicker looks like. You're looking at a 70, 80-yard play from scrimmage.
Yeah.
Let's be real. The only thing that's stopped their yards per carry being higher is the goal line.
Yeah.
So it's a tough call. I mean, I would probably go JV just because I think Central's doing some good things. They're playing well. They haven't had mistakes. I'd like to see my team go home healthy.
Yeah.
And start to get ready for the next. You have an extra day. I just think there's a lot of good things here, and I don't know what could be good. I mean, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's in the 40s.
Yeah.
You risk a hamstring if nothing else. I'd be really cautious about that if it was me.
Your halftime stats are served up and sponsored by Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers. Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers is the name that sells. With over 25 years of experience in the auction industry, Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers are investing their time and resources into generating buyers to bid on your auction. Learn more at PruittAuctioneers.com and also register to bid on their current auctions up online now. And that is your stats. Look at some of the team stats. 224 plays, or 224 yards for the Indians on 16 plays, 4 yards on 22 plays for Dunbar. And the Indians have yet to even face a third down, Coach. Dunbar 0 of 7 on third down, 0 of 1 on fourth down. I mean, this has just been complete and utter domination.
Dunbar's only had 2 chances at a first down. One was a drop pass, and the other was the quarterback ran out of bounds shy of the first down mark. And, they've been lucky there hasn't been a couple block punts. There's been a couple close. So, Yeah, just you hope everybody gets out of here healthy, both teams. What do you say to your team at halftime if you're Dunbar's head coach right now?
I mean, come out and play. I mean, right now, neither team's on the field right now.
There's a minute left and nobody's out here.
So we'll see what happens. Before we close out the halftime show, again, courtesy of the Madison County Health Department, let's hear from our county leaders once again about the survey up right now.
It's easy to take your health for granted, so you may not think much about your community's health either. But let's just take just a few moments to do so.
Every 5 years, a survey called the Community Health Assessment is offered for residents to share their perspective on the overall health of Madison County and its 2 cities.
Information from the anonymous survey will be used to set goals for our community's health and well-being for years to come. Visit this link to participate in the Community Health Assessment. Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
Thank you for your time and for your perspective.
So once again, you can find up that link and the survey up now on the WBON TV Facebook page, or you can also visit the Madison County Health Department online. Coach Clark, Michael Watkins here with you, Coach. The 2 teams are just now coming out of the locker room. We thought maybe that they would have called the game potentially, but Dunbar is going to come out and at least play these final 2 quarters. And, listen, if you're here, you might as well play this thing out and give these guys one last game in a Dunbar uniform.
Yeah, and then, be quick to sub on this side of the field. I mean, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing about the playoffs, right? One team goes home and they turn their pads in the next week.
Yeah.
And so it's just a good reminder that this doesn't last forever for these young guys that are in this. And I know many players that come back over time and they say they never you don't realize what it is when you're in it in high school until it's gone and how much you miss it. So let them enjoy it the rest of the game.
35-0 lead for Scott County over Connor in round 1. Douglas leads Henry Clay 37-0 at halftime. And LCA leads Metcalfe County 35-7. Just some scores from around the area. Thanks to Hugh Davis and Ron Harrison from WL Stats for those. Let's take a 2-minute commercial break. When we come back, the third quarter will begin. From here in Richmond, we'll be right back on WEKY and WBON TV.
The holidays can stress even the best planners. Between travel, shopping, family, and everything else, you and your budget can get stretched thin fast. With CVMB checking powered by Bazing, you can make the most of the season. Score shopping discounts, save on travel, get roadside assistance, and even get paid up to 2 days early. All in one checking account that helps you make the most of the season. CVMB. Bank better.
Looking for a fiesta on a Thursday night? Head over to El Mejor Mexican Restaurant in Richmond. Karaoke Thursdays at 6 p.m. Grab the mic, sing your heart out, and enjoy $2.99 margaritas all night long. And don't forget, El Mejor is the only Mexican restaurant in town with a delicious lunch buffet served fresh every weekday. El Mejor, where every meal feels like a celebration. And come celebrate their 10th anniversary as they have a mariachi party with a live band.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Cars of Kentucky is a proud sponsor of Eastern Kentucky University Athletics. In Richmond, we bleed maroon. Go Colonels. And when you're ready for your next pre-owned automobile, swing on over to Cars of Kentucky. Cars of Kentucky has vehicles starting at $3,000 and up, so we literally have something for every budget. 356 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, or check them out, carsofkentucky.com. Let's go Colonels!
Back to the action here on WEKY, WBON TV. John Clark, Michael Watkins here with you for the third quarter. And, Coach, we were looking at some of the younger guys for Central. There's a lot of guys out there with no numbers on their uniform. They brought a lot of freshman guys up to the varsity roster for this game today. And as you look back out there, the Indians will receive the third quarter kickoff. Davion DeBruce and Jakari Estel Boyd are back to return.
Yeah, we got guys on the sideline in different colored pants even. They're just pulling everybody out of the stands to get to play tonight. Hey, I hope some of these youngins get in the game, man. I think that's a great experience for them to get a chance to do that.
Yeah, Dunbar, again, has yet to come back out onto the playing field now. They've gotten over to the sideline. But, Coach, again, this third quarter clock will run, and it's going to be a very fast-paced, moving second half here in Richmond.
Yeah, they're not worried about a delay game right now, are they?
No. I think they know once this thing starts, it'll be over with.
I know. I wonder if they went and got some of that hot chocolate and caramel corn we were just talking about.
Good.
This sounds like a really good thing.
I went in there and used the bathroom. It smelled good when you walked by. Real hard on not picking up a burger while I was down there, too.
You should have grabbed one.
Well,
as out of breath as you were when you got back. I thought you ate it on the way here.
I had a Gillum's burger yesterday, and I'm just not sure that the concession stand burger could live up to it.
Have you been to the island yet?
I've been to the island one time. The seafood, I've gotten shrimp from there. Yeah, they do a really good job over at the island as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Gillum's and Nuevo are weekly staples for my lunch affairs. Here's a return for Kinley. Gavin's still on his feet, and he'll be pushed out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. You know, Coach, looking at how this first half played out, obviously Central, the favorite coming into this game, but, you know, we've all laced them up for the last time. And for Dunbar, I understand why for them they came out here and played this game, but you talked about it. I mean, what does a 42-0 lead for these guys playing their last game, what does that do for them?
Well, nothing. And it's not a program builder. It's pulling teeth all week to keep kids engaged. It's just a tough scenario.
New quarterback into the game for the Indians is Carter Heyer, who's in there taking snaps now at the quarterback position.
They got a lot of guys subbed in here, so it looks like they did go with the subs. You got a lot of new faces in here on offense.
Bronson Parker, along with Christian Brooks, out there getting some action.
They're going old school with Heyer. He's running on and off the field to get the play right now. That will make this quarter go really fast.
Yeah. So second down and 6 as Heyer looks back to his tailback. They send Estel Boyd in motion. They'll give it to the near side. I believe that's Parker, Bronson Parker, that took the handoff. It was across midfield and down to the 47-yard line, bringing up a third down and 4.
Yeah, you've got a slew of different guys in there on offense. Jaden Atkins up front. Looks like Mason Riley. Ryan Creemans is in at tight end. Just trying to get a glimpse of some of the different guys up front right now.
Third down and 4. It's a long 4, short 5 for the Indians, as they've already knocked off a couple of minutes here in the third quarter. Heyer going to hand it off to Parker. Bronson fighting forward for a first down, but a flag comes in late. Indians pick up the first down to the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs, but this one might be coming back, Coach.
Looks like Ben Salmon's in there blocking a freshman up front.
I see a face mask.
Face mask, okay.
Yeah, so this will be against Dunbar. But you talked about the freshmen, some of these guys that might see some playing time next year because we do lose a lot of beef up from that offensive line following the season.
Yeah, you got Luke, looks like Ficitola. Is that right? Luke Ficitola? Yep. That's a nice last name. I like that. Got to give some love to the big guys up front, man.
So first and 10 from the 39 or 34-yard line. It was a 5-yard face mask penalty. They give it off to Mathis now, and Wiley down inside the 30. He'll gain 8.
Another one in there, right tackle, is Tanner Milton. So got some new faces, man. I like when I've got to go to the depth chart and kind of look at. I just saw a freshman come in. Looks like Jacob Strange just came in.
Yeah, Carmelo Hill's getting some action. So, yeah, let's see Heyer chuck one. Get some of the young guys.
Is he an option guy? Is my question. I mean, they're sticking with kind of some gap schemes here with G scheme, trap schemes. You think Heyer's going to bust out a triple option here?
See, it's the second down and 2. Carter. Oh, lost the football. Has to go by and pick it up. He's being chased, and Carter will go down for a sack.
The horse collar.
He was wrapped up and taken down back to the 33-yard line. It will be a 3rd and 8 for the Indians.
Looks like he bumped his fullback on the it's kind of a fake and then a handoff, and looks like the ball just got a little extended and bumped. Tracks are a little, are these guys on the right tracks they're supposed to be on? Is he on the wrong path? There's just a lot of moving parts in the backfield in this kind of offense.
So 3rd down and 8 again. The game's being moved to tonight because of the threat for severe weather tomorrow. A lot of games across the state being played here on Thursday evening. Here's a handoff to Mathis. Wiley continuing to churn those legs. He's going to be close to a 1st down to the 25-yard line. Be about half a yard short of moving the sticks.
Listen, if they gave him the spot on the safety earlier as being out of the end zone, give that young man a 1st down for that effort.
4th down, Central will go for it as Bronson Parker will check back into the game, and Jakari Estel Boyd will head over to the sideline for this 4th down and short. 7:07 to play in the 3rd quarter from here in Richmond at Tomahawk Valley. Indians will most likely be back here next weekend. They'll have an extra day because of the game being played today to get ready for a round 2 matchup. 4th down and short.
Quarterback sneak or trap? I'm thinking trap.
I think they give it to Parker.
Yeah, I'm thinking trap.
Higher will turn around and give it to Mathis. Mathis will follow behind Bronson Parker inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. And I'll tell you what, the future is definitely bright for those 2 young men. Mathis and Parker have just made plays no matter where you put them out on defense or offense or even in special teams. They have continued to make plays week in and week out.
They're going to be the Boom Brothers next year.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. They're the Boom Brothers. They're you got 2 big backs in there. And remember, Barnes is back next year.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 3 stout backs. Ooh, can we see the old school T formation in the backfield with some bruisers? Maybe an inverted bone next year.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have the guys to do it. Nice job up front by Fichitola with a nice block on that last run.
Back to Mathis, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 15, near the 10-yard line. Gain of 9. 2nd down and a yard coming up as Madison Central continues to move this ball down the field. They've got their JV guys in now with a 42-0 lead. And for the Indians, just trying to, again, get out of here with the victory, keep everybody healthy, and let's get ready for a big matchup next Friday.
Yeah, another freshman, Nick Shanks, out there on the field. I like the decision that came out with the reserves the first series. I'm a big fan of this. I would have done the same thing. I think it's a great call. Get some guys some experience. They're still moving the ball.
Carter Higher will turn around, give it to Mathis again. He'll make a move to the left, and behind Parker will walk in for the touchdown. Wiley Mathis doing his best big bro impression. Goes into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Listen now, that's an unbelievable lead block by a freshman guard with the kick out. That's not the right replay, but he got a great kick out block, ran his feet. Ben Salmons, what a kick out block by that young man. That was impressive. That was an impressive block by a freshman.
So Wiley Mathis for 6, his 2nd score of the season. Gilboa puts it through the uprights, and it's a 49-0 advantage. Madison Central here in the 1st round of the playoffs. We're live on WEKY and we got a penalty. False start on the offense. Man, he was about to put me in timeout, wasn't he?
You got told, man. Hey, we get checked up here constantly if we're out of line,
between us, man. He was aggressive.
Is that where the glass has gone in that?
Yeah, you punched it out one time. He was trying to holler at me.
We get out of line, they let us know up here.
All right, Gilboa now will have to attempt a longer extra point. Perfect tonight thus far. This will be a 25-yarder. Carson puts the ball down, and Peyton delivers. So the extra point is good, delaying the inevitable 49-0 in favor of Madison Central. Now let's take that commercial break. Indians kick off on the other side on WBON TV.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay when Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond. Call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Cars break down. Tires go flat. Check engine lights show up at the worst possible time. Don't break the bank fixing your car when ABR Auto Recyclers has you covered. They have good used tires, a huge selection of parts, and they can get a large selection of aftermarket parts shipped overnight. They're just a quick drive down 4 Mile, and you can't miss them on Box Ankle Road. You can save 50 to 75% off retail prices. Go see Scott and the gang or check them out online at abrautorecyclers.net.
Peyton Gilbo will kick it away.
The bomb.
Yeah, this one is going to be returned from the 1 yard line. Man, Dunbar's had no luck on the returns. This one, though, it'll be across the 20. Good little cut back up the field to get it to the 22-yard line by the return man. That was number 32 on the return for Paul Laurence Dunbar, Cameron Isom, the freshman. And we've been talking about freshmen and sophomores out there a lot for Dunbar. Again, keep in mind their starting quarterback walked off the field last week in anger. Their starting center quit this week. So they've had a rough week of preparation, just trying to get enough bodies out there to play this game. And seeing some of their own young guys out there playing big in this matchup.
Tough position you're in when you're a coach, when you have something like a player walk off the field like that. I mean, you got to make decisions like, are we doing what's best for the program long term? I mean, there's hard decisions there. I got a lot of respect for a coach that makes a decision, says you're not playing next week.
Dunbar with some trickery here. They're going to go double pass, and it's picked off at midfield. Dunbar just trying to get tricky with it. They tried a long pass to Connor Norsworthy. And check it out here. Gage's got the wrong replay up again, but we'll try to. It's a Thursday night. We're not really used to this, Coach.
Barnes has like 17 touchdowns on the replays tonight, guys. He only has 4. I mean, we don't need to give him a bunch more. That's a nice play by, was that Jacob Strange?
Yeah. I believe so. Makes the interception.
So we're watching some stranger things on the field.
You ready for the? Do you like that?
I think it's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s kid. Are you kidding me? Stranger Things is my wife and I. That's our jam watching that.
Comes back out, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
That's. I mean, it's gotten pretty out of hand and crazy, but they all do by season 3 or 4, no matter what it is. I feel like
you got to have that shock factor again. You know.
I just, they're riding around town on their bikes. I mean, it reminds me of my childhood more than anything.
1st and 10 for the Indians. They get back to work offensively. And again, some of these younger guys in there now. You see the guys up front. You talked about Samson. Well, you got Tanner Milton out front making some big plays with some blocks. Seeing number 55, that's Jaden Atkins out there as this third quarter clock winds down, and Central will take a 49-0 lead into the 4th and final quarter. Indians will be advancing to round 2, but they'll finish it off on the other side. We'll be right back. WEKY and WBON TV.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience. We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
When you grow up in Richmond, there are 2 traditions you know by heart.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football.
Jack Burford Chevrolet isn't just a place to buy a car. It's where generations of Central Kentucky families have started their journey.
More than just a school, EKU is the heartbeat of this town, a cornerstone where tradition, pride, and a winning spirit come together.
Jack Burford Chevrolet and EKU football. 2 Richmond icons, 1 winning tradition.
Jakari Estel Boyd on a big run from Madison Central. And what a play. Gage, I don't know if we can see that replay or not. He juked a defender kind of at the point of attack for the Bulldog defense. And Jakari Estel-Boyd sets up the Indians at the 22-yard line.
He's a good little athlete, isn't he? I've seen some movements out of him tonight that have been impressive.
Yeah, look at some of these young guys, man. They've got some guys that can make some plays. Got to put some more beef on them as they go throughout their high school career. But these freshmen, sophomores, even a few juniors sprinkled in out there are continuing to make plays. Nick Shanks on the far side. He'll move in motion, and they'll give it up the gut. It's number 17. It's Hollingsworth trying to bust it out. He'll get it inside the 15-yard line. And a nice play there by the Indians run game. Again, more guys getting involved offensively.
Some really good stuff going on up front from some young dudes. It's impressive to watch. Saw a nice block downfield there by Mason Riley. He's just doing some really good stuff up front.
Yeah, Ben Sammons along with Atkins on that left side. Higher will give it back to Collingsworth. He'll fall forward to about the 12-yard line for a gain of 3 to bring up third down and very short for this Madison Central offense. They're going to move the sticks, looks like. Yeah, it is going to be first down. So first down and 10 from the 12-yard line.
That third quarter was the fastest quarter I think I've ever been involved with in football.
Yeah, they just started it.
It was like a legit 12 minutes.
Yeah, they didn't start. They didn't stop it at all.
It was a legit. It might have been 11 minutes and 54 seconds somehow.
They'll pitch it out. It's Jakari Estel-Boyd running far side, trying to get to the edge. He'll get the first down. Another big play from this running game by the Indians, and it'll now be first and goal, Madison Central.
That answered my question. That was triple option. So Hire ran triple. So he's running the triple the same way Herbst did, and that's what I was curious about. So they've got the triple package with Hire in there. He looked good doing it. He made the right reads. The pull and the pitch looked effective there. That's not easy to be a defensive starter all year and jump into a game like this and play triple option football.
Higher
at the quarterback position. That's impressive.
Moves Estel-Boyd in motion. They're going to get a flag. Probably a false start as Collingsworth got the handoff. They're going to say offsides on the defense.
I mean, he was in the backfield about to take the handoff. I'm not shocked by that. That young man got a little head start.
So first and goal becomes a little bit easier now for the Indians. 9 minutes remaining in the fourth. Central a 49-0 lead. They'll win for the 23rd time, or excuse me, they'll win for this is the 23rd meeting. Dunbar's won 7 of them.
I'm gonna have to get you a cheeseburger.
You are gonna have, yeah. I need something, man. The sugar's low. It's Thursday night football 2 weeks in a row's got to me. It's a handoff to Shanks, and he'll run it in for 6. Nick Shanks, the freshman, gets his first career touchdown in the varsity game. Plenty more where that come from for that young man, Coach.
Shanks with a touchdown. Strange with an interception. Salmons with some great blocking up front. That's 3 freshmen right there.
And the Indians just continue to pour it on. 55-0 Gilboa coming on for the PAT. Make it a 56-0 lead.
It is hard for those that have never coached in a running clock game. It is hard to score 56 points when the clock is running as long as it's – we've been running clock since when? I mean, early in the second quarter, right?
Yeah, since early on. About 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I mean, that's really tough to do. I mean, you can score 7 points in a running second half, and that's it. This is not normal. Which, again, another reason the KHSA needs to really reevaluate what they're doing in the first round of the playoffs.
Central will kick it off when we come back in 30 seconds. So it's a 30-second commercial break on WBON TV. As we talked about it, I thought it was a running clock in the second quarter. It was actually with around 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's crazy to score 56 points with the running clock since the first quarter. It's crazy to have a running clock in the first quarter.
So the clock's still running here. 6:40 to play. As Gilbo once again will let it fly into the sky here in Richmond. Dropping back for the return. It's Barrett. He'll run far side, try to cut it back, man. Just taken down immediately. Great tackling once again on special teams by Madison Central.
Gavin Kinley with a nice tackle there.
The 1st and 10 Dunbar. This could potentially be the final drive of the ball game. The Bulldogs will come out at their own 10-yard line.
Well, the black uniforms are undefeated, are they?
They are.
I don't think I've ever seen them before. Have you?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. Just I've seen them do purple on Madison High Night this year, but
I think they have 17 uniform combinations. If they come out in different helmets next week, I'm going to start to wonder where the NIL is coming from.
A pass is incomplete. Yeah, we were talking about it. We'd love to see these black uniforms with maybe the white pants or the blue pants to really kind of set them off a little bit.
Yeah, the more I'm looking at them, I'm thinking the red would really pop with them, the red pants with the black unis.
5:18 to play. Fourth quarter clock continuing to tick as the Bulldogs low handed off up the middle this time, and another nice defensive play. Tackle made by Mathis, who's doing it on both sides tonight, Coach.
He's back at linebacker right now. So they've got, looks like Bronson at the nose and Mathis back at. So here's the thing when you start subbing guys like this. There's guys in the huddle that don't know the plays, by the way. And they're asking other players, what do I do, what do I do? And then you've got guys like, that's what's so impressive about what Bronson Parker and Wiley Mathis do. They play so many positions as sophomores. Yeah. So they're in a huddle now with guys going, what do I do, what do I do? You know, it's just such a mix of kids on the field.
Dunbar showing life. A big play sprung here. And a nice tackle made, but not before Ethan Schreimer will get it all the way across the 35 and up to the 40-yard line. A big play for the Bulldogs there.
P.J. Anderson with the tackle. Another freshman. Showed some speed there, didn't he?
He did, to catch up to him.
He's got some wheels on him.
Clock ticks under 4 minutes now in this fourth quarter.
PJ's at the inside linebacker. He's one of the inside linebackers right now. That was impressive to see his speed. He puts some size on. He's going to be a factor.
Handoff. Parker and Mathis converging on the stop.
Brought down by the two. By the Boom brothers.
So 2nd down and 8. Clock ticking toward 3 minutes as Lowe will look to his right and take the snap. Looking now over the middle, throwing and incomplete. A little bit behind his intended target.
Thought we had an interception there for a second.
I did too. We've already got one tonight. Yeah, Central's defense, man, this second half has just absolutely flown by. Obviously, the running clock aiding in that. But you look across the state, Coach, some big blowout wins for teams, and going to make second round a little bit interesting.
Yeah, it'll be who's healthy. It's hard to beat the same team twice.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's never the same kind of game typically. So if we're playing, is it going to be Station next week?
I believe it would be GRC.
GRC. Which was probably the most dominant win we saw this year.
GRC's playing Tates Creek. That game is still scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay.
And Bryan Station, they are taking on Lafayette. That one's also scheduled for tomorrow still.
The Boom brothers in on another tackle for loss there together.
So we dip under 2 minutes to play. It's a 4th down, and Dunbar looking as if they're going to punt it away one more time. Can the Indians eclipse 60, Coach?
I mean, Someone write a letter to the KHSAA over the first round of the playoffs. Sheesh. They might with a running clock, man. And they've thrown the ball 3 times tonight. This is wild.
So Dunbar just letting this clock wind all the way down. They'll take the snap. High snap. And it's going to be returnable. Oh, Brooks going to let it go, though, inside the 20-yard line and all the way down to the 15. Indians can take 1 snap, Coach, take a knee, and advance to round 2.
Yeah, I thought they looked good tonight at the varsity level. They looked crisp, won a bunch of penalties. Everything was sharp. I think they played as well as you can play in a game like this. And I know we had the turnover on the interception, but I like that we threw the ball 3 times in the quarter and a half, I guess. So I was a fan of that. I think they did some good stuff tonight.
So the Indians will advance to round 2 again. It'll either be, I believe, Tate's Creek, GRC, or Bryan Station. We'll try to get a for sure answer on that. But I tell you what, big victory tonight. 56-0. Central blows out Paul Laurence Dunbar in round 1 of the playoffs. And I believe Dunbar's called a timeout, Coach. Dunbar called a timeout to stop the clock with 27 seconds left.
I
interesting.
can't answer that.
That's interesting.
I can't answer that. I don't really know. Well, they've got a couple more if they want to use them.
Yeah, this may be a chance for this coach to just
talk to his
give a little piece.
Yeah.
Obviously not the way they wanted to close out their season, but Madison Central, they'll take one more final snap and get ready for a big game next Friday night.
Says something about kids that stuck around when guys, we don't know what happened and why guys leave and what's going on at the end, but to stick around, shows a loyalty to a coach as well. And I respect kids that do that in situations like this.
But to let it tick down here, looks like they are. No timeout. And Madison Central can now claim that victory. 56-0 over Paul Laurence Dunbar. And we will wrap things up when we come back on the post-game show. Don't go anywhere, folks. A lot more to get to, including our Jack Burford Chevrolet drive to victory. As the final verdict is in tonight, it's Madison Central defeating Dunbar 56-0. When you want results that win like Madison Central did tonight, and you've got to trust Blevins Law Office in Berea. We've seen their commercial throughout the evening. Blevins Law Office, trusted throughout the area, and they are our final verdict sponsor tonight, with the Indians winning 56-0. We'll be right back to close things out on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram, or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
We all have dreams. For some, it might be playing professional baseball like Keenan Wiley, former Madison Central baseball player, did. For others, maybe it's just dreaming of your forever home. Well, after a career of playing the game that he loved, now Keenan has another dream, helping you find that dream home. Check out the new development at Crutcher Pike Estates here in Richmond. Like Keenan Wiley Real Estate on Facebook, and let Keenan help guide you through the process of finding your dream home in Central Kentucky.
Hey! Oh my gosh, your husband is so hot. I know. No, like really hot. I know.
We've got to call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Is your AC unit not cooling? Call Joseph's Heating and Air. Your experts in fast, reliable AC maintenance and repair. They'll keep you cool when it matters most. Proudly serving Richmond, Lexington, and surrounding areas. Don't sweat it. Call Joseph's Heating and Air.
Hi, I'm Gwen from Gwen's Fine Jewelers, and we would love to invite you into our family-owned business. Select from our beautiful Valina designs, Carissa designs, or we can custom design your dream ring. Gwen's Fine Jewelers is your exclusive Kendra Scott boutique in Richmond. Special financing options available, on-site jewelry repair, and layaway. Find your dream ring at Gwen's. Gwen's Fine Jewelers, where dreams come true.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
We're back to close things up here on the CG Bank postgame show. CG Bank wants you to know you're taken care of wherever life takes you. Ask about Kasasha Cashback, checking with 4% cash back on debit card purchases. Visit cgbank.com to see more. Michael Watkins, John Clark here with you to close things out. And, Coach, a big win for the Indians. Start to finish, just absolute complete domination.
Yeah, and I think we knew this was going to be like this tonight. I don't know if I would have known it would have been quite as fast-paced of a lopsided game, but it's what they should have done tonight. They did. They took care of business. They took care of business. They seemed focused.
Yeah, Central gets the job done, and we'll now look at our drive of the game. It's the Jack Burford Chevrolet drive to victory. Jack Burford Chevrolet has the best in both new and used Chevrolets and other models in Richmond. Visit jackburford.com to see the entire inventory. Our drive of the game today, how about that touchdown pass from Carson Herbst to Christian Lawson in the back of the end zone? It was the 5th passing touchdown of the year for Carson Herbst, the 4th catch in the end zone for Christian Lawson, and a nice hookup there for our Jack Burford Chevrolet drive of the game.
You know I love a good red zone play action, especially in this kind of offense. So that was a nice ball. Rolling left, you see how he pops his shoulders around. Just a really good-looking play by Herbst.
Yes, offensive line dominant once again. Defense did their job, and Madison Central wins 56-0 over Paul Laurence Dunbar. Special thanks to all of our great camera staff and our producer, Gage Hill. For John Clark, I'm Michael Watkins, and special thanks to Ron Harrison and Hugh Davis from WL Stats as well. Tell you what, they make us, between Gage and the camera guys and Ron and Hugh, our job's pretty easy, Coach. We got to show up here and just call some awesome football on Thursday and Friday nights.
All we have to do is remember the game is moved up a day and not to miss it.
Yeah, that may be why Samantha's not here, although we did talk to her. I'm not sure what happened to her tonight.
Hopefully things are all right.
If you're watching on WBON TV, Channel 9, we'll get you back to your regularly scheduled programming. If you've been watching the stream, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on WBON TV.